Yeah. Yes.
All right, I want to call this meeting to order. This is our monthly Health, Welfare, and Recreation Committee meeting. It's August 28, 2025 at 6 p.m. And I want to call this meeting to order. First of all, we'll take the roll. We have Mr. Miller here, Jackie Duncan here, Mr. Morris here, myself, and we have Roseanne Carden.
Yeah, she's delivering a vehicle.
Yeah, she's running late or may not be here tonight. So, everybody look at your agenda. Thing we need to add, we can do that under new business. Anybody have anything?
Motion to approve.
I second
The
that.
agenda.
Motion by Jackie Duncan to approve, second by Mr. Morris. All in favor of approval of the agenda? Aye. Ayes have it. All right, if you would, on the back page, your minutes are posted there, so
Make a motion, approve them.
a motion by
Second.
Dwight Miller, second by Jackie Duncan. All in favor of approval of the minutes?
Aye.
Ayes have that. So, getting down the list, any public comments? You can save yours, and we can do it under Tim's rural water, so. Nobody having nothing, we'll go down to our unfinished business, and we'll go to 6A, which would be Tim Morris with our rural water update.
Okay. I spoke with Mr. Jeff Perry, and I'm trying to find this email right now.
Ms. Pugh, you wanna come to the table?
I had to search him. He got me a price for J.E. Sarton Road for a 6-inch pipe and 4-inch pipe, trying to figure out a way to come up with getting J.E. Sarton Road. And if I can pull it up, I left it in the bus. And if it comes up, no. Okay, and the 6-inch pipe, from best I remember, it was $73,000 to do the pipe. And for the 4-inch pipe, it was $33,000, and that was to run J.E. Sarton Road. Now, the big kicker on that was that Mr. Perry told me that Manchester would not put in the 4-inch water line. They wanted to request the 6-inch water line. And that was because of the continuing to make a loop in the water.
What was the price on the 6?
The 6 was right at 73,000. Here it is. Well, maybe it'll open up on this. And I apologize. I had it run off and I had problems on the bus today. Okay. Total for the 6-inch pipe is $71,000, and total for the 4-inch is $34,000.
Well, if they're not interested in running, that's gonna make no difference then, right?
Well, true. One of the things that I wondered is if the county could, we paid for 4-inch line for other people, would the county pay for the 4-inch line and maybe somebody come up with a difference? But I don't know if that's even feasible. So that's where it's at right here with his quote and everything. So that's where I'm at with him. We've been back and forth. He told me that they did not want to run that 4-inch line down through there because it's joining 6-inch on top and 4-inch down here, but that's what he told me on our conversation on the phone.
How many feet are we talking about?
3/4 of a mile. He wants to go all the way through and connect. He didn't want to stop at the creek.
It's
He's
It's
one.
been a problem all along.
Yeah.
Manchester wants to
Mhm.
improve their system.
Yes, it needs
But
to come on.
not just help them.
Yeah,
So this 71,000 gets them all the way to that, so they can hook in and make a circle.
yes, make a loop, pressure loop.
Did he mention fire hydrants?
No ma'am,
Does Coffee County require fire hydrants?
no ma'am. It's just there for your ISO rating.
Okay.
And
because
the more, it's like the house that burnt down by the lake 2 weeks ago. That fire hydrant that sits down on the causeway is the 4-H water line. They could not.
I mean, that's fine with me. I just was curious, did Coffee County require fire hydrants?
It does for new construction. If you're a developer, I think it does for that. But if you're a single homeowner, if you just go in and build your home on your farm or someplace, it does not.
Okay.
If I go in and to develop something, I have to provide the fire hydrants.
Don't you think the neighbors down there would wanna have some fire hydrants?
Well, I'm
down there?
sure they would, yes. I definitely am sure of that.
Roger, you know what the
But-
cost of a hydrant is now? Do you have any idea?
$2,000-3,000,
I think it's
I
at
bet
least,
it's more than that.
just to buy
I
it.
was gonna say five.
I think years ago it was 3.
Just to buy the hydrant, there's, thousands, but we gotta start someplace.
Yeah.
I mean, my road doesn't have one. I'm fighting for them.
I don't,
even have one on my
I don't
road.
have one on my road either.
just
And I
think-
have 4-inch pipes too.
But you need drinking water.
Yeah.
You need
Oh,
water.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
But while you got it open, you think you put one in, you know?
Years ago, when city water came out in the county, I'm assuming that was acquired by a grant.
Yes,
Who wrote the grant, county or
Coffee County
city?
did at the time, yes ma'am. Now it's like, our grant writer told me that because we're not the water entity, we can't qualify for water grants. Manchester City has to.
And
do those
Manchester
grants.
City doesn't have a grant writer.
They don't.
No. I
Not
found
yet.
that out today.
Not yet, but I think they're getting one.
The position is open. You do think there's one coming?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a part-time position.
Yes.
I've been writing grants lately.
Well, maybe I need to speak with
Yeah.
you.
My hair's gray enough. and it's-
Oh, well, look at mine.
Well, I know that they need to be somebody who's very good with verbal skills.
And there is a
writing and knowledge.
Grant terminology.
Yes, I know our water tower out on Blanche Chapel Road was helped paid for, and of course, then we deeded that over to Manchester City. It became part of their system. But I know the county got part of that money back 10 years ago, I guess, when I was on the county commission.
Do you know a Lori Fisher?
Lori Fisher. The name is familiar, but
Jeff Perry gave me that name today
okay.
as a grant writer, but I don't have any contacts.
I don't know if that's the woman from Winchester or not.
I don't know.
Do you have to
See,
be an employee of the city to write grants for Manchester City, or could you go outside the box and bring a grant in?
I think you have to be a writer for the city.
Yeah, you do.
And you're not a writer for the city?
I've been requested by the city to,
But I think they're fixing to hire one in the
Yes,
next
they
month
are.
or so
Positions
to
up.
part-time.
But you
position.
don't know who it is, or you're not at liberty to say?
No, not at liberty to say.
Okay.
they will help out a lot. I mean, there's some monies out there that's possibly available.
I
for
spoke.
water?
Yeah.
I spoke with Mr. Andrew Miller today, who's the utilities manager for Region 2. He mentioned the ARPA grant, ARPA. Does anybody know anything about that?
I think a lot of that was like the COVID money.
I was gonna say,
And
that's
a lot of
what
that's
COVID
already,
was.
it's been committed, by the county for different things the ARP money has,
Okay.
where they've already appropriated the money, because if not, they were gonna take it back.
Right.
Like the federal,
Okay.
if you didn't have it appropriated by a certain time, and I think it was the last year before, last year, I think, by the end of the fiscal year, if you didn't have it appropriated, they were gonna claw that money back.
Right.
Because there were a
And
lot
I
of,
think that's
yeah.
January. so-
I think a lot of the cities were sitting on money, and it's been, everybody got to move it then.
Right.
Okay.
And those projects can't be in the process of, they have to be completed by,
A certain date,
yeah.
okay.
So with Miss Pugh's situation here, would you go with Tim at one more time? Explain that, your 6-inch pipe,
The
and
6-inch pipe,
explain it so everybody knows what's going on.
get back to my little thing. 6-inch pipe with connections, $71,000.
Okay,
That's to run the whole road. 4-inch pipe by his bid, $34,000. don't understand, but I guess it's the diameter, the thickness, and
That's just
That's just the pipe.
That's just the pipe. And the
Well,
city,
I take
the
it
city,
that's fittings and things
Yes.
along the thing, so.
but the city of Manchester is willing to run it.
And it's thread, it's not a dead end.
yeah, it would make a pressure loop.
That is good.
And you would have one high end coming off of 16th model, coming down J.E. Sarton that would meet Kathy Ridge at the bottom of the hollow. That's what I call it.
Gotcha.
Valley, whatever, right there at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
And I know that they have already valved some of that off going up Lake Hills Road and at the top Moreland Road. And I think that would help them because I think they valve it off up at Moreland because it can't pump uphill to where they use it to come around. So it would be advantageous for them to finish
Go
it up,
through,
yes.
yes.
That would-
So I think what we need to do, Ms. Pugh's this has been going on for over a year, right?
Oh, it's been going on
It's
longer
been
than
Longer
a
that.
than that.
long time, probably closer to 5 or 6.
We've talked about this before. Now that we got some actual figures, I think we need to have a recommendation from this committee to be sent to Budget and Finance, whether to do it or not to do it. I don't think we need to keep stringing this out over and over and over. So, and my thing is, and I'll let everybody speak on their own behalf, but, we voted on this before, 6 or 8 months ago. And I think we had a recommendation to approve this. But then things changed and we didn't get all the numbers, so we backed up and we reconsidered again. But we're back here again with this, to get this done on our part would be $71,000. So I'm gonna let each one of you speak. Dwight, you go ahead and speak your piece on this.
Well, I would really like to see them get that. But I'm still back to the problem I've got. I think it's starting another precedent that, how we gonna say the next one that comes up wants the same thing? I don't think the county is in the business of water.
Got you, understand. But my only thing is, on an argument back with it, we told them that we would do it.
I agree.
And if I
But it
tell,
didn't get passed, so
uh,
we basically got vetoed.
but it did get passed at Budget Finance,
That's
right?
right.
Where did this stop? It would come out of here
Stop
with,
between here and there, when everybody wanted to change their vote.
Well, when it got to $500 and something thousand and basically we were gonna pay for all of it,
got you.
it got out of hand.
But in consideration, we're back at 71,000 on our side. And I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's
All right.
just unfortunately my
I got you.
thinking on the thing.
Jackie, what do you think?
Real thoughts on it,
We're fixing to call a vote in just a minute.
Okay.
Any questions you want to ask, or give us a hint where you stand at on it?
I'm kinda like Dwight, I think we backed out of it. We were all for it there at one time and then found out the cost and then that we would have to do it for everybody. I think that's where it came in, the problem came in,
I've
second thoughts about it.
I've said it before. I suggested at one point, if it's whether Manchester or somebody else's water system, if we're gonna help contribute to get it going, we ought to get some clawback.
Yeah.
When you start getting that revenue from those customers, we ought to get a percentage above their cost.
But with your conversation with Jeff, they don't seem like they're gonna be interested in that,
I don't
right?
think they're interested, never have been,
Right.
which I don't understand.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion. I'm gonna make a motion that I'm trying to be fair to everybody. I make a motion that we entertain, or we agree to pay up to $35,000 for 4-inch pipe. That's what everybody else got out in the area. Straight through J.E. Sarton. It's gonna connect down on Kathy Ridge to a 4-inch pipe. Up on top, it's a 6-inch. I don't know if they tell us no on that, but at least we're doing what's fair. They put 4-inch line down my road, there's 4-inch down Oak Hill, there's 4-inch all out in the county that we've paid for. So I'll make that in the form of a motion that we don't exceed $35,000 for 4-inch pipe and fittings for J.E. Sarton Road.
But he told you what, he told you they was gonna run, they wanna do 6-inch though.
But I won't see what happens.
Okay, well, we you can always go up, you can't go down.
Sounds reasonable.
Anybody want to second that motion?
I think it sounds reasonable. I'll second it.
Jackie Duncan, second that motion. All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed,
Nay.
nay. So that recommendation passes 3-1 to be sent to budget.
Budget.
I guess the question is, Ms. Pugh,
I'm listening.
is your group gonna pay for the rest of it? You think they would?
Oh, I don't think that they can.
That's what I
the
was
reason
thinking.
I'm
That and the
Tried
fact
to
that
secure
Manchester
a
doesn't
grant.
want it to begin with, I think we're just wasting time, but,
Well, like
If you
Tim
don't go
said,
to the
we threw
plate,
it.
you can't hit.
all
Yeah,
right.
they can always consider it, and then
Well, that was part of my voting no.
if it comes back again, hopefully we'll have Roseanne here, and that would, that could,
Wouldn't make any difference, you got enough
It's
votes.
just
This time.
it is a mess. This was 40 years ago when they agreed to let all these entities in here. It's just become a damn mess for people who don't have water and for people, I mean, the house down by the lake, it burnt, gutted it. They didn't have enough water. They had to truck it in. You got a fire hydrant down there on the causeway sitting on the 4-inch water line. It's useless. It's there for show.
Mr.
That's all it
Morrison,
was for.
would you fill that out and forward that motion on?
So, in like Oak Hill Road, they worked on Oak Hill Road 3 times this past 2 weeks with water breaks. I don't know why. Can you connect I don't guess you can because you lose pressure.
What?
When you start digging up 4-inch line, you can't add 6-inch to it because you lose your pressure. As they dig that
Well,
broken pipe up.
it depends on what's causing the pressure.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is though, when the ground shifts and stuff and breaks that pipe, when you
But
replace
just the
it.
fact that it's 6 and 4 probably won't change the
But could
pressure
you
that
eventually
much.
go through there and replace it that way though?
You could.
Okay.
Hey,
I mean,
so
it's not gonna hurt
is
it.
Is the stamp next door?
Yeah, I didn't stamp my stuff either. a while ago.
Actually, if you go from 4 to 6 and part of it,
Uh-huh.
you get rid of some of the friction loss, so it flows better. But the pressure is typically because you've got an elevator tank or you've got a pump.
Yes, and so we have
And
a
that's
small
it.
tank out at North Coffee and that's it.
Yep.
It's tiny tank. It should be left for the school.
Gotcha. Well, Ms. Pugh, we've done a little bit.
So I'm gonna have to try to come up with the remainder,
Well,
in essence. That's-
Well, we don't really know yet that budget
Well,
and finance
if-
will do anything.
Right, I guess
And I
I
don't
better
know,
not
yeah.
get my cart.
But you could certainly be asking if they're gonna be able to try it.
Yeah, you got the guy that made the motion, it's on budget finance, so it'll go over there.
He just left there.
So do I need to come to that meeting, Tim?
I will let you know. It'll be September the 25th.
September 25th.
Hey, that's gonna be the night we're gonna be back here again. Well, no, something right
Does that
there.
look right?
So if it
Yes, sir.
passes budget and finance.
You'll get $35,000 to pay for 4-inch water lines.
Assuming it goes under the full commission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always one more step till it gets through the commission.
Mr. Morris, top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
see at the rate, nothing. I started to say at the rate I'm going, everybody's gonna be dead before I get it. I don't, that's kind of ugly.
It would, if you ever sold your houses, would be a big plus.
Oh, definitely.
What, the water?
Yes.
Well, they did,
Kenneth McMahon
yeah, he bought that. but,
bought Watterson property.
Oh, the preacher, young preacher. Did they sell their lot? Are they going someplace else and building?
Who, Watterson?
No, oh man, I can see his face. His wife works for
Are you talking
Trevor.
about John Daniels?
Yes. Did
Oh.
they sell their land or
Yeah,
they?
my son and my daughter-in-law own that now.
Okay. Cause they couldn't get water.
Yeah. He got electricity,
Yeah.
but he has a
Couldn't
dry
get water.
hole down there, over 300
Yeah.
feet, with no water.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I will try.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Pugh.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Well, we'll keep plugging along.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, moving right along to our unfinished business.
Sorry.
It'll be 6B, our animal control update. Craig, you got an update for us?
Not really an update, everything's the same, let's get some numbers here for everybody to look at.
So your vehicle's doing the,
Thank you.
Yeah, we're supposed to be
getting a new one, right?
getting a new one, I don't know when, but yeah, our main truck now, it's over 200,000 miles on it. I'm sorry. And of course, our intake is still through the roof, so we're all stretched pretty thin and tired over there right now.
It's transferred to rescue.
Yeah, that's the ones that
People
are,
from other places.
that's the ones that are going to the rescue groups, yeah.
Coming to different groups out of state as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
Most
Pretty
of
well
them
on
are.
that, ain't you?
Oh yeah, they're our
Yeah.
saving grace right now. I
All
mean,
right.
if it wasn't for them, we'd be euthanizing
Well, I know
lots of animals.
I know they were very active in getting animals from down here.
Mhm.
There was a chain that said from here to there, and a lot of animals going up. I hadn't realized this many.
But what's tough is it's slowing down right now.
Yeah.
The 23,
Yes, everything, even the rescues, everything is slowing down. There's more dogs than there is homes right now.
the $23,000 that you've brought in since January 1st, is that pretty normal? Is that up or down or?
No, we've been increasing as far as that goes as we go along. We're building a pretty good program. It's just we're just covered up. You know.
The Facebook page is good too.
Yes, yeah.
Gets
But
it
times
up.
are getting a little hard now too. But people trying to feed themselves
Hmm.
and taking on another mouth to feed.
Still having plenty of feed donated to you?
Yeah, we actually got in a bind, but we're good now though.
Got your straw built up for this coming winter?
Yeah,
in
we
the
still-
trailer?
We got a half a semi load still there.
Wow. Any questions for Craig on anything?
Your loss rate looks real good.
All right, Craig.
Well, I guess there's one good thing. You've got less in the shelter than we've got in the jail.
Don't give us a quick update on the shelter out there since you've been going out there and checking on it, just fill everybody in?
The last update we got out there, they had a hiccup with the metal building company that they went with, but I think they've got that straightened out. But it did push everything back a little bit. So last I heard, the finish date, they were looking in March now.
So does that hiccup mean we're getting what we asked for to begin with?
Not really, but it's going to work though. It was just something to do with the porch, how they were doing the front.
Entrance.
Yes. Instead of tying onto the building, which you would do and put two columns out, they've got four columns on the. So it's basically standing on its own is the only hiccup they had.
Looks like that would cost them less.
Well, you got to wrap all those posts, and so it adds a little bit of.
That's what I'm thinking though. It looks like tying it on one side and only two posts
Yeah.
would have been cheaper for them.
I think my understanding, what I was told, is tying into that wall.
They didn't
It
want
takes
to do it.
more structure in there to,
Okay.
and that was saving
To
them
hold it.
on that part.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
I bet Terry Hirschman's on them big time.
Yes, yeah. But some concrete was actually poured today, and everything.
Good.
I think sewers run, the water's good, electricity's sitting there waiting to be hooked up.
All right, Craig, we appreciate any more questions for him? If not, we'll move on. Move on to our rural fire. We don't have anybody here tonight, but I'm gonna do it for them. I got 3 of them tonight, and they sent me in a, kind of what they got going on. Summitable's doing their annual picture drive. Go out and get your pictures made. It's like a fundraiser they have. Their smoke alarm money that they got, they're using that money on payments for a new brush truck that they're getting out there. I don't know if it's a Dodge Ford or not, but they're getting a new truck. And it's gonna replace a 1978 model that they had. So they're replacing, they're using that money pretty wisely. They're replacing a 78 model. And, Michael, which is the assistant chief out there, he said he's got 20 members currently, 20 active members out there.
That's good.
It's a pretty good number for them, so. That's a report from Somerville. North Coffee, they're looking at buying a used tanker. I think their tankers are getting pretty old out there. Craig, and I think his assistant's looking at going to New York to find, upstate New York, to find a pumper truck up there that they pretty interested in.
Hope they go to Alabama.
Get away from the
Get a
salt.
bog.
Yeah.
I've had a bus from up there.
And Craig said he's also, he's replaced, 2 40-year-old garage doors at the station there. He's replaced that with the rails and the motors and all. He said that was a cost of $12,000. So they're using their money pretty wisely. They're working on their infrastructure. And New Union, the union's purchasing a cascade system with their money that they've got. Dylan also wanted me to remind everybody that they're having their annual breakfast in October. That's their big fundraiser. I think that's their big one. I think they do pretty good at that. Food's great out there. I've tried it. It's great. And he also wanted me to remind everybody, with, Halloween's coming up. They're going to be doing trick or treat there at the station, and they're going to have hot dogs for everybody. So Dylan also said they're real active in their smoke detector program out there, and he said they've got I think this month and last month I think they've got 5 houses installed with smoke detectors. So
That's good.
yeah, they're doing good. Those
I hope
guys.
people use that because that's free. It's a life-saving thing that costs you nothing. It helps your rural fire department. Just call your local fire department and ask, and they'll come set up a time for you, and they'll come put the smoke detectors in.
That's right, and it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And the batteries last 10 years. So
Yeah, if you don't mess with them. Now, if you mess with them,
yeah.
it damages them somehow. I did find that out. I'd like to say too that North Coffee has worked a fatality accident 3 nights ago on the interstate, and I know they had backup from y'all and everything. And North Coffee also had a house fire there at the lake. It burnt, and it's pretty neat to watch when you see other guys come. It's like family. They had tankers and stuff coming, pulling and stuff, and that house reignited during the night and burnt more, not because of their efforts, but because of the way the house was structured and everything. And then when you look up, and it was really neat too, the rescue squad was there coming in on that fire and stayed with them that night until they left.
To rehab 'em.
Rehabbing those guys and feeding them and taking care of them. So
Yeah, that's a big
to
deal.
me, that, I know that's quite a bit of money that we spend on them, but that $240,000 or to that 260 that we using there right now for them is a whole lot cheaper than spending $1 million or $2 million on a county-owned fire department right now.
Definitely makes a
And those
difference.
guys every one of them needs kudos because they're going into some place that Tim Morse couldn't do. I just couldn't do it, and I very much appreciate everybody from Neil to Craig and all of them out there. Very much appreciate everybody.
That's well said. Those guys do a good job.
Yeah, they do. They give their time away from their family for no pay, and
Yeah.
we should do as much as we can to help them out with their equipment and stuff.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people forget. They don't get paid anything.
And they leave their
Great.
family
Yeah.
for us. I mean, you can't ask for not much more than that.
That's correct. All right, that's going to wind up our rural fire. Any new business that we need to take care of? Being none, we'll let's go down to setting our date for next month's. And I'd like to go September 25th at 6 o'clock, right after budget finance.
After budget, okay.
Got a little trend, you know, I like it. And we get a lot of answers, so,
September 25th.
yeah, let's go to the 25th.
We're at 5 o'clock and then we're 6.
So, the next meeting will be September 25th at 6 o'clock, right here, so.
Good.
That all being said, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Morris, second Dwight Miller, all in favor of adjournment.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thanks everyone for coming. See you next month.
All righty.
You didn't hear anything about Hickerson having a fundraiser this Saturday, did you?
Hickerson Fire Department,
Yeah, I thought I heard something on the radio.
do you know anything about that?